to day 6. We have pause, our executive order that we're giving to ourselves in whatever capacity that might look like. And pause is patience, antibodies, unity, surrender, and equanimity. Ooh. Ooh. We chose some doozies to dance with. And this is the aspect of energy. When you think you know what it is, it might be reflecting yourself. Yeah, I mean, you just sit with that one. And you can only dance with energy. The moment you try to contain it, it morphs or retracts or... So you have to... That's why we talk about adapting and adjusting. But really it's dancing with the movement of the energy that is going to be happening over the next few weeks. The energy within yourself, I know a lot of you have worked on yourself for a very long time, and there's going to be times that you're going to feel the only word for it is weird or out of sorts. And this is a normal response to an abnormal situation. Feeling abnormal, feeling like strange or weird or dense, because sometimes you are connecting into the collective denseness, and also you are observing the stories on social media, the range. We are now in the full range of the emotional spectrum. 1 minute you're going to be listening to some good times news and uplifting stories, and the next minute you're going to be hearing a nurse saying that she's so overwhelmed by it all. And that is the dance. The dance for you is to be able to expand into all of that spectrum simultaneously. And allow those emotions from others. That is when your patience is going to be needed. I'm going to put in the newsletter a form that you can maybe download and as a reminder of these 5 things. Patience with yourself. When you don't really want to work out, you don't really want to do that online class. Patience with yourself that you're figuring this out. Patience with others who are reacting to this or having a meltdown. And understanding the empathy of this may be bringing up some unresolved childhood issues, and traumas that you might be unaware of. So being patient with our friends, being patient with our family, and also for the guys out there, I know they're going through a really difficult time trying to keep it together. And some of them have messaged me about the tapping together I did. And I think I'm going to do another one because they feel as if they're losing it. They're trying to keep a brave face on, but inside they feel as if they're losing it. And they don't want to intellectualize it. They don't want to ruminate on it, but they need something to get rid of it because they feel as if they're cracking up. So they're the things that I'm going to be tapping on for them. Because as women are historically allowed to be emotional, to let it out, to, you know, live in our crazy, like whatever way you want to like say it, we have, you know, the emotional full spectrum to go there, but also we have also mimicked keeping it in, keeping it together. So we have to just check in with our uncles, check in with our cousins, check in with our brothers, and just be like, you know, I'm feeling you, brother. It's we're gonna get through this together. Our other word was antibodies, where we really expanded the antibodies. And I know some of you have done day 2 over and over and over again, and that's perfectly fine. If that's what you need to do that, like some people I know are doing their yoga in the morning to all 5 of the videos that are on YouTube. And then unity. This really has united us on here, online. It has united us to transcend any borders. As the people mourning in Italy, or the same mourning in China, the same mourning in New York, the same mourning everywhere. And also, you might be bored, but actually having the gratitude of being bored when someone else is spending 14 hours on their feet trying to get people on ventilators and dealing with the emotional toll of maybe not having enough. So that boredom that you are experiencing, just be like, I'm so grateful that all I have to worry about is my boredom. And I'm appreciating that I have this boredom. And I'm going to send that energy out that I clearly have to the people that maybe are a little depleted right now. And that's how we unify, because energy is a field. You know, I'm sure you've felt it when someone has sent you energy, or someone has been thinking about you and you've been feeling down, or you've been feeling sick, and you wake up the next morning and you feel great. And feeling that way is because you gain something overnight. Archie's in training. Surrender. Yes. We've had to surrender our hikes, our gatherings, but we're not just surrendering because we're getting told to surrender. We're surrendering because we're a village and we're respecting our elders. We're respecting our vulnerable within us, within our communities, our people who have compromised immune systems. So that's why we're self-isolating, for the greater good. We're doing what we can and what we know has worked. And we must continue doing what has worked. And it may be the sacrifice of your job right now. And then there is equanimity. Wow, equanimity. A very powerful word that is really the tenet in yoga. When you're in that uncomfortable position, that twist, how's your breathing going to be? Is it going to be... Is it going to be held? Is it going to be held and when am I getting out of this? When am I getting out of this? When is this finished? When is she going to move on to the next pose? Of just softening into your circumstances right now. The circumstances that you have control over. And surrendering to the circumstances you do not have any control over. The feeling that is coming through now, in the last 12 hours for me anyway, is this aspect of ingenuity, innovation, creativity that is birthing. Whether you know it's birthing or not, is birthing. So let us begin. Let's take a round of 5 deep breaths in through the nose. And out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Feel the softening of your collarbone as you do that. Soften the face, soften the eyes, soften the jaw, and even the throat and the tongue. Soften the skull. I'm going to be sending you Reiki energy as we strengthen our field together. You need to visualize this microdot sparkling within you. And it's in your root. And as you start to breathe, breathing in consciously, the light begins to rise into the belly. Little microdot, and it starts to expand. starts to rise into your diaphragm. Starts to connect in the unified field. Like a lighthouse beaming out, keeping those safe. From running aground. As that beacon, that pulsating beacon, has got stronger and moves up into your heart center. Creating a effervescence, strengthening your antibodies. Fortifying them. Having so much energy emanating from your heart center. And the excess of strong antibodies that you're going to send that out to the front line. To people that you know. People that you don't know in the ICUs across the world, across the country. Someone you may have seen on the news, someone online. As that energy moves into the throat, to your thyroid, it opens up like a butterfly, surrendering to this process. Surrendering to any ideas, innovations that you've put off for years, for weeks. Taking this time to value this time, to honor this time. to appreciate this time. That maybe you would never ever have taken for yourself. Letting go of what people should have done and could have done, or should do or could do, and focusing on what you're going to do, what you're doing. Surrendering to your resistance, finally. And visualize that energy moving into your mind, into the center of your brain. Into the gland system. Flushing out any fears. That do not serve you in this moment. Feeling a clarity in your mind. A rewiring of both hemispheres. As new pathways are being formed. This unknown. Into that equanimity. That calmness. Self-possession of your focus. Feeling that energy like a fountain burst through the crown, Feeling that energy consistently rotating through the crown, down, enveloping all directions, and rotating through the earth, up through your feet, legs, root, and into the central channel. Seeing that energy rotate, strengthening the outer and inner. As all five pause, patience, antibodies, unity, surrender, equanimity, begin to move into your limbs, into your head, as they dynamically interact. As the surrender drops into the gut, and the patience moves into the throat to find those words for another. Feeling that star within you, giving yourself permission to star in your life, to be the guiding star in your existence. And to be that for others, for them to activate theirs, to be an inspiration, to be a source of empowerment. I'm going to shine a little brighter than I did before. I let the light shine over me. I let it be. I let the love shine over me. I let it be. I let the light shine over us. I let it be. I let the love shine over us. I let it be. I let the light shine through me. I let it be. I let the love shine through me. I let it be. Take a nice deep breath. Notice where you feel softer, where you feel more energized. Where you feel clear. And ready.